What if I told you that the person you think you are isn't actually you? Not you at all, but just a story. Yeah, a nice, neat story that your brain tells itself. Right now, at this very second. Sounds like the beginning of a new Black Mirror season, right? But this isn't science fiction. It's a real and slightly terrifying scientific theory. You see, neuroscientists digging around in our brains stumbled upon something amazing, a kind of inner narrator who tirelessly writes our autobiography 24/7. This phenomenon was first documented by the scientist Michael Gazzaniga, and the conditions for his discovery were, to put it mildly, unusual. He worked with people who had a split brain for medical reasons, meaning the connection between the left and right hemispheres was severed. Can you imagine? Essentially, two independent personalities were living in one head. And that's where things got really weird and really interesting. Let's paint a picture. Imagine yourself in a lab. A patient is sitting in front of you. Scientists show his right hemisphere, which, by the way, can't speak, a picture of a chicken claw, and to the left, talkative hemisphere, a snowy landscape. Then, the patient is asked to choose related cards from a deck. His left hand, controlled by the silent right hemisphere, confidently points to a chicken. Makes sense. And his right hand, guided by the talking left hemisphere, chooses a snow shovel. Also makes sense. Pause. Then quietly. Each hemisphere processed its own visual. Everything adds up. But now, the best part. The scientist turns to the patient and asks a simple question. Why did you choose these specific pictures, the shovel and the chicken? And at that moment, our inner narrator, located in the left-speaking hemisphere, takes the stage. This guy has one problem. He only saw the snow. He has no earthly idea why the heck the left hand chose some chicken. But admit he doesn't know? Lose his credibility? Never. Instead, the brain does something genius. Instantly, without skipping a beat, it makes up a completely logical, plausible explanation. Oh, well, that's obvious. You need a shovel to clean up the snow. And in a chicken coop, where the chicken lives, you have to clean up too, with the same shovel. Boom! The brain lied. It lied to itself to keep the story looking good and whole. It created meaning out of thin air just to not look stupid. And you know what the craziest part is? It does this to you every single day. Come on, think about it. Have you ever bought a pricey graphics card or sneakers on an emotional whim and then spent half an hour convincing yourself and your friends it was an incredibly smart investment for the future? Or maybe you snapped at someone because you were hungry and then explained your actions as a tough day and built up stress. That was him, your personal Hollywood screenwriter, tweaking the facts, cutting inconvenient scenes, and creating a blockbuster about you, the consistent, logical, and always right person. But this is where the main, truly creepy question arises. If our brain is such a masterful liar, can we even trust our own memories, our feelings, our choices after all? Of course, it's worth mentioning it's not that simple. Critics of this theory rightly point out that it doesn't explain the main thing, the very feeling of consciousness. You know, that warmth of sunlight on your skin, the incomparable taste of morning coffee, or the way your heart skips a beat to your favorite song. Is that also just a story? But what if this narrator isn't a liar at all? What if it's a vital survival mechanism, a tool that keeps us from drowning in the chaos of random thoughts, feelings, and events? Like a navigator, it charts a course, connecting the past with the present and helping us set goals for the future. So, who are you in this story? Just a set of biological reflexes wrapped in a pretty cover of made-up stories? Or are you the author, the one holding the pen? Perhaps there is no final answer to this question. Perhaps our self is not something static and given at birth, but something we sculpt and create every day, every minute. And so the most important question isn't, who am I? but who will I choose to become today?